If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Pulls and fires complete. Can't get him to the ground. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Stanley. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Noles are marching down the field. They'll leave it with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top. Gets rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted for the 11th time. Got room on the return. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Back to pass. It's Stanley. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Florida State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Johnson. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making...
Breaks into the open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Finds a little space. Got the 1st down and more. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on 1st down.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. looks as if he's going to run it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal for the offense. Back to pass. Looking for the goal line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Ohio State. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Rowe. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the RPO, complete. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
To the ground. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Catch in the middle. It's Washington. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air, it's Stanley. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
He'll take it himself. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it slips just inside that right upright. And with that, they've taken the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Toledo is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout those Rockets fans will remember for some time. They're up by 21 over Ohio. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Gets it past the marker. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Got it behind the line. It's McFadden. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown Seminoles.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Sweeney. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Snatches it on the run. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking for a deep man. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Trying to power it in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fit it in the window for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Got his man. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The give out of the gun.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got his man on the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Quarterback keeps it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. A designed run for the quarterback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Reels it in on the left side. Off and running. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
You see offenses doing this a lot now. When you got a scrambling quarterback, get him outside the pocket. Run a bootleg to the left where he has the option. What can he do? Pick him up, put him down, and go get some yardage, or he can throw it down the field to try to make an even bigger play.
Pulls and fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Now on third down for this offense. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback may change this route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
He's got him this time. Turning it on. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now, first and goal.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Gets it to the back. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Sweeney. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Sweeney. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Sweeney. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers and so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Creates a little room. There he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Great job by the back on the option. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Back to throw, it's Stanley. Now improvising. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Toss sweep to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him...
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, no!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Washington. Stopped short, they'll bring him down at the one, he just couldn't get it in. So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the third, and they're lining up for an onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
The give to the tailback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On the move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Makes a pass to Marker. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field. And that's why you had a big play.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And the Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll try to slam it in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the...
Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Stanley. Gets it out fast. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. They go to the draw. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
On fourth down, going to the air. Quickly complete. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense, doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job. And you did it.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Intercepted. The defense has set him up.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Got a little space. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
He might want another play. to the air on second down. Quick completion on the out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They'll go with a direct snap. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
The Buckeyes getting set on first and 10. Using his feet. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Complete on third down. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside CUSA today. Duke came in and applied their own mute button on this crowd. They silenced one of the most vocal home field advantages in football. And it's clear this Blue Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. A busy day in CUSA, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, going for the big play. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's Stanley. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Might be changing the route. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
A strike downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the fourth quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. They want to run this quarterback. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.